Welcome everybody to another Big Brain Puzzles. I am MBW, the Megabit Warrior, and today we are going to be playing Purple Lines by Wiggel. Wiggle. I was gonna say Wiggle, but it's Wiggel. Wiggel. Yeah, so this is another Fog of War one that I looked at the rule set, and I'm just gonna read it in a second because it's like it read really hilariously. So I really do want to play this one. So let's go ahead and get to the rules. Actually, I'll do this really quick. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So every column, every row, and every grid has the digits 1 through 9, and they do not repeat in that row, column, or grid. Normal, standard. The grid is also covered in fog, so all these gray areas right here is basically fog, and placing correct digits in a section will clear some of the fog somewhere in the grid. There is no guessing required, which is great because this is basically kind of like an adventure type Sudoku puzzle, and that's why I like these things so much. If you guys haven't seen it, it's wonderful. You guys are going to be in for a treat. But blue lines are called molecular lines. So every connected run of 3 cells along them must contain 1 digit from each of the following sets: 147, 258, and 369. And that's for the blue right here. Red lines are I was gonna say party lines. Parlay lines. So when you go across alongside it, every digit's adjacent basically goes from odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. And purple lines, this is what made me laugh. Purple lines, what? The title mentions purple lines? What are they again? Maybe they're Renban lines. The digits on a Renban line form a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. Wait, no, that's wrong. No purple line could ever be a valid Renban. Good to know. Yeah, I remember now. They just combined the rules of the other 2 lines. So a purple line is always a valid blue line and a valid red line. So I guess what that means is, like, for this odd, even, it also goes in the sets that it was basically saying. Yeah. So it's at the same time. Good thing I remember that. Woohoo! So now that I'm done explaining the rules, I have to get going. It's such a random. I really hope the rules will help you with solving the puzzle. I don't know why, but that whole thing was amazing. So I'm excited to do this puzzle because if it has humor, maybe there's humor within this. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and play the puzzle. Again, this is a blind run. Never played this puzzle before, so it may be easy. It might be medium. I don't know what type of puzzle this is. All I know is I'm gonna have fun with it, and and maybe I'll fail. I don't know. You guys can watch and see me fail or see me succeed. But if you want, the link in the description. There's a link in the description that has a link to the puzzle. So if you want to play alongside, or if you want to pause this video and play yourself, by all means, I recommend playing these puzzles because they're fantastic. And these setters that created these puzzles are fantastic, and they should be viewed and play their puzzles. That's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and play. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. So let's go ahead and put on the timer and let's go. All right, so first thing I want to do right here, just because I know that it's odd, even, is we already have 1 and 5 up here. So I'm going to just put the digits right here, 3, 7, 9, because I know that the digits have to be odd. So those are the only things there. Don't have anything to put there otherwise. All right, so blue lines, so every connected run of 3 cells along them must be contain these digits. So let's just say it's a 147. So that means 4 and a 7 have to be in here, if I'm gathering that right. Or it could be this is the other digit, and then these three are the sets, which there's a 2 and a 5 here, so it can't be that. And then the 3 and the 9 are here, so it has to be the 4 and the 7. Yeah. Because this is 3 and because this is 3, I know for sure that this is either a 4, 7. And then the other digits is 6, 8. So I don't know whether to make this like that. So there's no guessing required, so there has to be... Did I read that right? Okay, so every connected run of 3 cells along because we know the 4, 7 has to go here. But then we don't know what if the 6 is here or the 8 is here. But we know that this has to be a 6, 8. There's no way to actually... Am I missing something? I don't feel like there's a way to... Wait, I just said that the 3, 9 has to be here. Wait a minute. Oh, but if it was the other one, the 3 at least has to be here. So this can't be a 7. I still didn't do anything. Because if it was a 3, 6, 9, and it can't be the 2, 8, yeah, because this would be... Because if this is a 3, 6, 9, 7 is the only thing that can be here. Because we can't repeat a digit within the grid. I wonder if I'm reading this wrong. So blue lines, every connected run of 3 cells must consider... Maybe what it means is like one of these has to be a 1, 4, 7. One of these has to be a 2, 5, 8. One of these has to be a 3, 6, 9. Like it has to kind of go in that motion. Maybe that's what this is meaning. Because that would make sense. Because then we would get a digit. Maybe that's how I'm reading this. Maybe I just read it wrong the first time. Okay. This makes more sense. Yeah, every connected run of 3. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that's how I'm supposed to be looking at this. So if that's the case, and since we have the 2, 5, there's only an 8 left in that set. 1, 2, 3, 1. In other words, this one is in the same set as this. Like these are in the same set. And since we know that the set of 2, 5, 8 needs to be in its own, this would be an 8. It didn't reveal anything. Hopefully I'm doing this right. So this would be an 8. And it can't be the 147 because I was here. So that means it's the 369. 369. So 7 definitely has to be there. And since one of the 3s and one of the 9s needs to be there, one of the 3s, one of the 9s needs to be there. So the only digit left is a 4. Okay, that worked. 7 sees that, so this is a 7. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So the blue rule, like we were saying, is definitely the thing. Why is the timer all messed up? I just noticed that the timer's all... What the hell? Why doesn't it... Okay, we get no timer this time. I'm sorry. I like how I put the timer on and it doesn't even make sense at all. I just looked at the timer. I was like, I've been already doing this for 5 hours? What the heck? All right, so that didn't work. Okay. So Sudoku-wise, there's going to be a 5 in one of these. There is going to be a 4 in one of these. There's going to be 7 up here. Yeah, okay. All right, so we do have a blue run again, so we know that they have to go through this. So let's just see if we can see anything. So the 1 sees this, the 4 sees this, and the 7 sees this. So it definitely can't be a 147. If it was a 258, the 2, it can only be a 2 because the 58 is seeing this. So let's just put that in there. This can potentially be a 2. And the other one is it could be a 3, 6, or a 9. Which means, because the 147 is one of these, we know that one of these has to be a 1. Like, for sure. This could be a 2. Did not mean to put the 2 there. I just meant to highlight this. This could be a 2, 5, 8. This could be an 8. The 2, 5 is right here. So kind of like that. What about the 3, 6, 9? 3, 6, 9 cannot go there. But the 3, 6, 9 can go here. If this is a 3, 6, 9, this would definitely be the 1, and that would be the 2. I mean, that's working. All right, okay. What about this? I'm trying to see if there's anything that we can do with the red one. So what about the odds? Okay, how many odds do we have? So we have 7, 3, 9, 5. So in other words, there has to be an odd in here. It can't be a 3 because the 3 has to be in here. It can't be a 5 because the 5 is right there. It can't be a 7 because it's right there. And it can't be a 9. So the only digit that is allowed here is a 1, odd-wise, because it's going to go somewhere. We don't know which order, but that's the way that it's going. But what that means is the 1 has to be here, so the 1 cannot be here. And since we said that there has to be a 1 in either of these two, this bottom one is our 1. Excellent. Heck to the yeah. Okay. Also, I just want to make sure I just clean this up if there is anything else with the ones, but nope. Okay. All right. So, well, actually, hold on. 3, 6, 9 are here, so that means this has to be that. So this is a 2. Oh, wait, not 2, not 2, not 2. All I'm saying is this can't be a 2. But this can be a 2, 5, or 8. Okay. All right. That's better. That's better. All right. So, same thing. We have this right here. The 1, 4, 7 is seeing this right here. So the 1, 4, 7 has to go here. So this is either going to be a 4 or a 7 up here. The 9 is seeing the 3, 6, 9. So that means this one has to be either a 2, 5, or 8. But the 5 and the 8 is seeing this. So this is indeed a 2, which means this is not 2 right here. 2 is definitely going to have to go here because of that. So I'm just going to put that 2 pencil marked right there. But that 2 also revealed this line, which is a 7. So this is definitely our 4. Oh my God. There's a whole bunch of things being revealed. Okay, okay. I like this. I like this. We're actually like getting some momentum on this puzzle. Usually this doesn't happen on this channel. I just jinxed myself. I just jinxed myself hard. All right, so 147 is taken. So we got the. This could either be a 3, 6 if it's the other way, but it also could be one of the 2, 5, 8s. But the 2 is seeing that, so that it could be a 5 or 8. Same thing here. It could be a 2, 5, 8. It literally could be any of those. But then this one can also be a 3 or 6. Okay, so not too much help there. But what we do see is that we know like this kind of goes across like, oh, this is even, this is odd. So I'm just gonna highlight like oh, I like to do odd as pink purple. I would say it's pink, but so pink, blue, blue. So it's gonna like keep on rotating, in other words. So in other words, these 3 are even. So this 2 seeing that right there, so it's either going to be a 4, 6, or an 8. And this is going to be a 2, 4, 6, 8. And on the other side, this is either going to be a 7, could be a 3, can't be a 5, but it could be a 9. And then right here, it literally could be everything except the 7. All right, so that didn't give us much either. Yeah, not too much to give right there. Okay. All right. What does that mean? I'm wondering if this is telling us, like, giving us some sort of, like, something combined with this is, like, giving us something. Like, the fact that this has, like, 3 evens means that on these digits, there's only a chance for one more even number, and the rest are odd. I don't know if that's really telling us too much, though. Yeah, I don't know. One thing that we do know, though, because the 2s are right here, the 4s are right here, and the 1s are right here, we do know that this row has to be 1, 2, 4. So let's just go ahead and plot that down. So this is a, this could be either. It could be a 1, 2, or 4. This could be a 1, 2. But what this does mean is that we know all these digits right here. So this has to be a 5 or an 8. Doesn't show anything up here. Like it being a 5, that means this still could be an 8. So yeah, that doesn't do anything. But what it does do is it makes this one either a 3, 6, or a 9. Which means there has to be an 8 here. Like for sure there needs to be an 8. Let's label it that way. But it could be 3, 6, or a 9. Yeah. Okay. All right. So if oh man, this could also be a 3. Yeah, it's not going to be too much. All right, 3, 6, 7, or a 9. Damn, that's like too much. I am not satisfied with that answer. All right, let me see. Well, Sudoku-wise, 7, 7. We said that these are even, so this has to be a 7. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's opening up. It's opening up, everyone. Woo! All right. This one is saying this. This means that has to be the 1. So since this is a odd number, that means this has to be even. The only even number that it can be is a 6. So let's go ahead and put a 6 there. And then down here, we just need to label it as the 2 4s that they are right there. Okay. Clean it up a little bit. All right, so we know that there's a 7 for sure here. Cool. Okay, we have some more odd evens here. I don't know why I'm gonna put these as like, hey, they're definitely even. I don't know why, but I'm thinking like maybe we have to know this. I guess maybe we do need to know it because if it's odd, even, we already have 2 evens here. So that since this has to have another 2, that means this one always has to be odd. So this is either going to be a 1, 3, 7, or 9. Might be relevant later, but we at least know that, it can't be there. So 1, 1, we know that the 1 is somewhere here. I'll highlight this just so that we can make some notes here. We know that there has to be 1 more odd here. I was just hoping that would have told us something here, but it's not. This is fine. Did we haven't ran into a purple line yet. Where the heck are the purple lines? It was supposed to be both. What the hells? Wait, now that I'm looking at this kind of looks purple. I know it's blue, but like, it's looking purple to me now. Are they like changing color? I know that they're not purple. I don't know why they're starting to look like, like a, what is it, violet? It's starting to look violet to me. Okay, all right, anyways. 1s are there. I guess what we do know is the 1 has to be here because of this, because it's both seeing that, which means there has to be a 1 here. I'm thinking this is going to be the next answer here, but I just want to get as much information as possible. Like 7 has to go here. So that means this can't be a 1, 4, 7. Yeah, this is definitely going to be like our next approach. But let's just make sure everything's clean. So any other Sudoku? Well, I guess a 4 sees a, oh no. Wait, this could be also 4. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, 4, 7 up here. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and come back here then. So this is a Renban right here, or not Renban. This is the one where it has to have the back and forth between 147, 258, and 369. So here it can't be a 1, 4, or 7. Can't be. But also, this can't be a 1, 4, 7 because of that. So that means this has to be the 1, 4, 7 because it has to be consecutive. Since the 1 and the 7 see this, this has to be our 4. And it's true. All right. Let's make a note here, Sudoku wise, that the 4 is going to be up there. So that means this one has to be the 1, 4, 7. So this has to be a 1, 4. We don't know which one it is, but the other one has to be here. We know that it can't be here, so this is not a 1 or 4. So this is required to be a 1, 4. So I can go ahead and get rid of those. All right. Because of that, what is left here? 6, 8, and 3, 9. So definitely a high probability that it's going to be it's going to be 3, 6, 9. However, if this is the 2, 5, 8 to be an 8, that means this would have to be the 2, 5, 8. That works. But if this is the 3, 6, 9, that means this has to be the 3, 6, 9. And that works. I think they work on every single one of them, so. All right. Then we move on. We shall move on then. All right. Oh, okay. This is could be an odd or even, so I can't really say what's there yet. But maybe let's do the same route here. So we have a 7, 4, and we have the 1 right here. So yeah. There it is. So we can't have a 1 or 4, 1, 4, 7 here. So that means the 1, 4, 7 has to be here. But the 1 and the 4 are here, so this has to be the 7. So, did that reveal anything? Did that reveal? What did that reveal? I feel like it cleared up something, but I don't know why I thought it updated something down here, and I'm like, did it? I have no idea. Either way, 1, 2, 3. So this has to be 1, 4, or 7. Could work on any of them. All right, 7's here, so there could be a 7 here or a 7 here. Not sure, so we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. we still don't have a lot of information on like this right here. Because this could be like a 258 and a 369, and I'm not seeing a lot of anything besides the 8 that's seeing it. But what we do know is that we have 4 of them that are going to be taking up those sets right there. So I'm wondering to myself, like, if this is a 369, we know one of these has to be a 369. And we know that this is a 369. So that means there's no 369 here. Okay. But if there's a 369 just here, and this is not, then there is a 369 there. Okay. What about the 258? So the 8 is seeing this. So if there's a 258 here and a 258 here, and the 8 is here, that means there's no 258. But if it's only here, and then that's here, then it has to be there. It didn't give me a lot of like goodness, you know, like not a lot of good feeling here. So, am I crazy, or is this getting more and more purple? Like, I'm not going crazy, right? Like, I feel like I'm getting colorblind here. So, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Hear me out. What if this guy literally made this puzzle that the colors just continuously be purple, and they're actually all purple lines? Because now that I think about it, the red ones seem like they're getting purple too. This would be tough if you're colorblind. So, but look at this. It is going even, odd, even. Odd, even. But like this also is a, whatchamacallit, it's going in the pattern. Like it's going 3, 6, 9, 1, 2, 3. They're all doing that. So like this pattern would be like three, 6, 9, and then this would be 3, 6, 9. I bet you that's what this puzzle's doing. I don't know if I'm supposed to know that yet, or if you just continue doing the puzzle and then it eventually turns exactly purple. I don't know. But I think that's what just happened. Since I know that, I can probably finish this puzzle, but like I'm wondering if I'm supposed to know that yet or like realize it. Like I don't know. Like I'm actually like thinking like should I continue doing the puzzle the like if I was to think that these were still blue and these were still red, like do I still continue doing that? Because I know for sure now, like for sure, that is what's happening with this puzzle, which is freaking clever. Like that is amazing. Uh, I'm really enjoying this puzzle now that like that kind of like came into fruition. Like I'm very excited. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to label all the evens with the red, and then all the odds. Like that. So that I can say that like which ones are exactly going to be which ones. I think that might be all that I know. I think so. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I know that there has to, I was gonna say there has to be an odd. I don't want to exactly do it yet because I'm enjoying this, and so I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do the thing. Okay, this is so cool. All right, I know that there's a 4 for sure here. There is a 4 for sure here, right? So that means there has to be a 4 here. I was gonna say there has to be a 4 here, so I'm not sure. Blah 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 blah. 1, 7, 4. So that's still possible. Can't be a 1, 4, 7 here. Oh, but we're still doing the odd even thing here. It's hard. I want to do the odd even thing so bad. Like for all these. Because I know now. I know now. This is so cool. 9. La, 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 la. Damn, maybe I am supposed to know now. Because I'm trying to think like I can't see anything else that I can do. Oh, wait. This is blue, right? So that means this has to have one of them has to be a 1, 4, 7, right? So one of them has to have a 1 in it. So this always has a 1 in it because the 4 and the 7 are here. So that means one of the 3 6s go here. What I'm trying to figure out is, I know each of them have to have that, right? Like if this has, let's just say if this one has like a 3, 6, 9, we already have 2 here, so that means none of the rest can be a 3, 6, 9. So that means this would have to be 2, 5, 8, and this would have to be a 2, 5, 8. Like it is working. I just don't know if I want to do it just yet. Man, I'm not sure. Let me see up here. This has to be a 3. This has to be a 5, 6, or 8. So it's kind of like the same thing here, like all of them. Because of that, no matter which route it is, it's always going to take another 5, 8, or 6, 8, right? Meaning one of them's complete right here. And if one of them's complete, the other ones has to go here. Oh man, that's tough. I don't know. I don't know. Which odd does this need to be? It's already a 1. 5 is seeing this. So that means it, and a 7's seeing that. So it needs to be either a 3 or a 9. And the even that it has to be either a 2, 6, or 8. Even for sure. Man, I'm not seeing it. I might have to divert to what I was thinking, that these are purple. I just wonder though, like when are you for sure supposed to know that they're purple? That's the one thing that like I'm trying to figure out. Because I want to just do the puzzle properly. Let me see. Okay, so this has to be a 5. Should be at least. I need to stop saying that this is 4. I know for sure that this is either going to be a 1, 4, 7. Hold on, I think I got it. So, this column I need a 1, 4, 7 within this column, right? This right here has a 4, 7, so that means none of these can be 4, 7. So that means 4, 7 has to be up here. But that means that it can't be a 1, because the 1 has to be somewhere here, which is the only place here. So this is a 1. which makes these 4 sevens. And so this is a 1. Okay, for sure now. Look at that. All of these are the same color now. They're literally the same color. Okay. I can officially say now that like we can start doing that rotation that we were talking about. For sure. For sure. So anyways, let's do it now. So this will definitely solve the puzzle. So if this is a 3, 6, 9, that means every 4 need to go in that route. So if this is a 3, 6, 9, this could be a 6. That means 1, 2, 3. This has to be 1, 1, 6, 9. That works. But if it's a 2, 5, 8, that means it has to come over here, and this needs to be a 2, 5, 8. But we can't have that because the 2, 5, 8 are all saying this. So this can never be a 2, 5, 8. So this is indeed our 6. Which means that's not our 7. This is our 7. I like that all the fog is gone now. Because it's like, hey, surprise, these are all purple lines. Except they're not like quite purple. They were like getting there. But this is like a weird purple. All right. So since this is a 3, 6, 9, this is definitely not a 3, 6, 9. So this has to be our 5. Cleaning up as we go. It has to be 1, 4, 7. So this is our 4. Since this is a 3, 6, 9, this has to be a 2, 5, 8, which is matching what we're doing. Just cleaning some stuff up. 4 sees this. So this is our 2. That's our 4. This does match with our thing with the blue rules. Blue rules are still here, there. Blue rules are still there. Blue's working. Blue's working. But also the odd even needs to be a thing. So this needs to be an 8. I don't think I need to label anything like anymore. Okay. I don't know why, but I just want to like put them all like in the proper colors now because they're so pretty. All right. All right. So since this is odd, that has to be an odd. This has to be an even. So this can be a 2 and an 8. But it also could be the 3, 6, 9. Okay, so that works. So that could be a 6. This could be a 3, yeah, 3 or 9. Wait, oh, 9 is right there. Sorry. 3 or 9, but can't be 9, so 3. Or it could be the 2, 5, 8. And only 5 can fit there, so. All right. Let's see the next one. So since this has to be even, these have to be, or sorry, that's odd. So that means this needs to be even. So that means this is not a 3. And this is not a 3 or 5. Good. Okay, one of these has to be even, one of them has to be odd. So the odd definitely needs to be the 3. So the 3 is definitely here. Well, I guess that makes sense. We already got all the digits here. All right, so that works. But what we can do is we can go odd, even. Which means this is a 4. There we go. So now we're seeing the fruits of our looms. This is a 3. Clean it up a little bit. That's our 7. Since this is a 7, it's going to go odd, odd, even. This is either going to be a 3 or a 9. This is going to be a 2 or an 8. Excellent, because then that matches our rule set. That's what I like to see. Let's see what else. So let's just go ahead and highlight these as so, meaning this is that. All right, so since we see that, that's a 4. Highlight our even stuff. Oop, I got rid of the color. The colors, man, the colors. All right, so since these 5 are odd, that means that all of these are even. Foomp. This has to be the 4 right there. Since we have all the evens right there, this has to be an odd. This has to be an odd. So I'm just going to highlight that. So this has to be an even. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this has to be odd. La la la. I like how I just said la la la. The hell was that? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, that seems wrong. Oh yeah, that's definitely wrong. This has to be an even. All right, so that means this is a 6. All right. Okay, so now that I have that, there has to be an odd here, and there have to be an even. Not sure which one it's going to be, so let me just keep on moving on, moving on. Odd, odd. That means this is even. That means this is odd. All right, so that means this is even, and this is odd. Okay, so now that we have everything highlighted of like what's even, what's odd, blah, 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 we're going to go ahead and clear this out. So this cannot be a 3. This cannot be an 8. This can't be 3, 9 at all. This can't be a 2, 6, or 8. This one has to be an 8. Meaning that's our 2. Okay, the 8 is seeing that, so this is our 2. That's an 8. So that means that's our 6. 8, 6, 2, 2. This is going pretty well now. 2. Let me see, 6 and 8. Can't see that. 6 or 8. Let me just label them, I guess. 6 or 8. 6 or 8. All right. Let's see. Since this has to be the 6, 8, 6, 8, this has to be a 1, 4, 7. 4, 7 is seeing that, so this is definitely our 1. Uh, 3, 6, 9, meaning that this has to be the 6. 8 is right there. 8. How many 8s are there? Did I get all of them? We did. Okay. What about 2s? 2s are looking a little lucky here. This is our 6. Oh, we have way too many right here. This is supposed to be an even right here. My bad. It's definitely a 6. Alright, so this is a 3 or 5. This is a... Or actually, we probably have this one right here. Yeah, this has to be a 3. 5, 9, 3. I'm very happy about that. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not seeing it right away, so I had to do the counting. It's 9. All right, so that means this needs to be a 1. Oh, yeah, 1's already there. Sudoku. Sudoku. I always forget about Sudoku. All right, 5. That means this needs to be a 5. All right, good. All right, that 3 is seeing that over here. So bam. Bam. Let's see. This one's definitely going to kill that one. So let me see. 4. So, yeah, this has to be a 3 or a 9. Which means this is a 5. Yep, 5. Since this is the 825, that means this has to be an 825, so this is our 5. And this has to be a 3 or a 9. This has to be a 3 or a 9. This has to be a 3 or a 9. Okay, cool. So, all right, so we have all our 3 9s, right? So now what we need to do is we just need to figure out which part breaks the 3 and the 9. Okay, let me just do this. That'll probably be easier. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Because the 3 and the 9 are the same set. Oh, crap. Did I mess something up? Let me just make sure these are going right. Yep, yep, yep. 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 That worked. That works. Okay. What? This is not making sense to me. Yeah, that works. Okay. I'm confused because usually there's only one solution. But like no matter what I do, like if this is 3, like 3, 3. This would make that as like a, like, let me just make them into colors, watch. So that means that this would be like that. Right, so no matter what I put it as, it works. That shouldn't be. There should only be one solution. Why am I not... Did I... Am I reading these rules right? I mean, I think so. I mean, I think so. I'm confused. Yeah, like it seems like there's two solutions. Like these can all be 3. And nothing's conflicting. Yeah, nothing's conflicting. And this could be also 3. I mean, I'm going to put 3 in the corner just to see. Is that it? I don't know. I I mean, the puzzle looks complete. Like, I feel like something's wrong, though. All right, so 1, that works. 2, that works. 3, that works. 4, that works. 5, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe. Okay, wait. On all the lines, I'm just going to highlight the sets of 1, 1, 4, 7. Make that pink. And now the 3, 6, 9s I'm going to highlight. Oh, missed one. And then the 245, or sorry, 258. Okay. Did I get all of them now? Okay, I believe I got every single line. Okay. So if I have every single line, I'm just wondering, does it rotate the way it's supposed to? So like pink, blue, green, green, pink, blue, pink, green, blue. Oh. Pink, green, blue, pink, green, blue. Pink, green, blue, pink, green, blue. I mean, it works. So I guess that's it. That's so weird. It's so weird that it works that way. Like I'm almost like thinking like if I do it the other way. It says I did it right. What the hell? But it. There was nothing wrong with the other way though. All right. I think there was no other solution. I mean, there has to be two solutions to it. I think he just didn't know when he made the puzzle. But either way, that's the like it worked. We like proved it right there that it like worked. And I don't see another like I don't see like another rule that like we forgot or anything like that. So yeah, I think we're good. Like we did it. like there was nothing wrong with what we did. So I just am confused on that there is two solutions. But other than that fact, this puzzle was fantastic. I know that at the very end, like yeah, there's two solutions, but like which usually is not supposed to be the case. But leading up to that, especially the color change and everything like that, that was freaking phenomenal. I really like this puzzle, especially because like I thought I was going colorblind. I was like, man, I really thought this was more blue than it was. Now it's getting like indigo. What's happening? So I don't know. I really enjoyed the puzzle. I just loved it. Anyways, what did you guys think? Just let me know if you guys played it. Leave a comment in the comments. And I do this every other Sunday. So please subscribe. Look out for another video because these are awesome. Thank you for watching another Big Brain Puzzles, and I will see you guys next time for another amazing